welcome to Doug in Exile. Letitia James going down.
We gather here under a long shadow that this president has cast. And this shadow has now affected one of the greatest champions of this state, our Attorney General, Tish James.
We have her own press conference that she held today, but first we're going to intro it with Harris Faulkner coming up in just a second. Mostly I wanted to say thank you guys for watching. You guys know how much I love you as an audience, and I'm doing my best to bring you the news every day, just the really big stories.
Donald Trump is coming after her because she did the right thing. She held him to account. She showed that no man and no wannabe king is above that same law. And yet we know that in this moment, it portends danger, not just for this city or this state, but also for this country at large. We have to call it what it is. This is an authoritarian administration, and we, the people, will not stand for it. And so when we reject Donald Trump's vision, one of cruelty, one of punishment, one of smallness, and one of betrayal, we do so with our own vision of solidarity. And when it comes to Tish James, of having her back, because we know she will emerge out of it the same as she came into it, an advocate for the people of the city, of the state, and the people of this country. And she will continue in that fight, and we will continue alongside her. Hands off! Tish James! Hands off!
She was at a Zoran Mamdani rally, so of course the crowd loved her. And here's what she said. SOT 38.
You see, I know what it feels like to be attacked for just doing your job.
Oh, God.
And this is a really big story from a really big woman, Letitia James. Here's Harris Faulkner.
And we have this now that is breaking. New York Attorney General Letitia James just pleaded not guilty in federal court in Norfolk, Virginia. It is her first court appearance on a 2-count bank fraud indictment tied to a 2020 home purchase. Prosecutors say Letitia James signed a second home rider agreeing the property would be for her personal use, which got her a better loan term. They say she then rented that house out to a family member instead of actually living in it.
To a crackhead family member we'll show you later.
Expected to file now, she and her attorneys, a motion to dismiss the case, which she has called vindictive and selective prosecution. She's expected to speak at any moment outside court. We will take you there live. Remember,
I'm going to go ahead and take you there in just a second.
She ran on taking down Trump.
That's right. So let's remember that. She ran on taking down Trump. Now, this is her coming out of the Virginia courthouse. We stand with Tish. I do like this outfit she's wearing better than her usual sweaters and things. This is classy. So she's a fraud. Real estate fraud. I wonder if those signs are all purchased to come out in fake support of her as she pleads not guilty.
So I want to thank all of you. I want to thank each and every one of you. I want to thank you for your prayers. I want to thank you for your emails.
I'm praying that you find justice. I'm praying that the justice that you set out for Trump happens to you.
I want to thank you for your support. It has strengthened my spirit and it has anchored my soul. And so I want to thank you.
Yeah, but it hasn't anchored your court case.
But this is not about me. This is about all of us. And about a justice system which has been weaponized.
Did the justice system that's weaponized against you cause you to commit real estate fraud, to buy a house with preferable loan terms and then not live in it so you could make money?
A justice system which has been used as a tool of revenge.
Yeah, what's that like?
This justice system which has been used as a tool of revenge.
You already said that.
And a weapon against those individuals who simply did their job and who stood up for the rule of law.
This is what a complete fraud. This is hilarious. I love it. So here's, let's get some meme responses here. There you go. Here's Trump playing Uno, the switcheroo card. That's his mugshot. This is all you need to post to Letitia James. Everyone send this to Letitia James. There's more. Letitia James got the whole family involved. She lied about having 2 primary residences, one in New York, one in Virginia, with her father signing as husband back in 1983. So either she's incestuous or she's lying. The primary residence in Virginia was occupied by her criminal nieces with warrants for their arrest. It's not political targeting, it's justice. So here's an image of her criminal nieces with their warrant down below.
OnlyFans is where girls like this who want to make some extra dough on their bodies go and pose in nothing or next to nothing, and they can make a lot of money doing that. And that's what Letitia James's grandniece is doing. Kayla, not to be confused with Nakia, the fugitive. Here she is. Here's the Kayla, the other accused felon that she's harboring in her other property. She's 21. She's an OnlyFans star with a public X-rated social media presence. She was charged in April 2024 with lying about her felony criminal record when she tried to buy a gun in Suffolk, Virginia, according to court documents. Mm-hmm. Kayla was legally disqualified from owning a firearm, reports the New York Post, due to an August 2020 felony charge of malicious wounding. What is that, you might ask? Virginia law defines it as a crime in which a person, quote, shoots, stabs, cuts, or wounds any other person, or by any means causes bodily injury with the intent to maim, disfigure, disable, or kill. Since Thompson Harrison was a juvenile at the time, the records are sealed. When she was just 15 years old back in 2019, she was also caught up in the criminal hijinks of her big sister, Nakia. That's the lady at the first property, who is a wanted fugitive by the North Carolina authorities. So somehow she was caught up in Nakia's alleged criminal wrongdoing as well. It sounds like an absolutely lovely family.
This is the irony meter we're going to set up here, because Tish James, we're going to go into how this is purely what she did against Trump. But here's Julie Kelly first. Contrary to the media reporting, including by Fusion Ken, Elizabeth Yusey was not fired by Lindsay Halligan. This was the accusation against Trump's lawyer, Lindsay Halligan, for resisting Tish James's indictment, but for leaking sensitive investigative info to reporters. Turns out she also sent that information to herself. So this is on a CNN article that we have. The Virginia federal prosecutor who resisted bringing mortgage fraud charges against New York attorney Letitia James. Remember, Trump had her, he didn't have her fired, but he wanted her out. And then she got replaced by Lindsay Halligan, the very pretty attorney that ended up bringing this case. Investigative files with James's personally identifying information to her own private email account. According to an email reviewed by CNN, the prosecutor Beth Yusey was dismissed earlier this month, at least in part because of the mishandling of the personal information. People familiar with her termination said. So, and then the media ran and said Trump got her fired, which is not true. Yusey's attorney, Margaret Donovan, told CNN that the former prosecutor has no record of any such email. Okay, well, that's a lie. Here's more memes. Here's a quote from Letitia James. This is about a justice system which has been weaponized, a justice system which has been used as a tool of revenge. They go, this is the starter pack. Here's all of the RICO charges against all of these 18 defendants and Trump, all mugshots. Sidney Powell, Jenna Ellis, name them all. Prosecutor who resisted bringing charges against New York AG was fired after allegations she sent case info to her personal email. That's CNN reporting it, guys. So this is not Trump had her fired. This is she got fired for her own reasons. I'll read just one paragraph from this article, okay? Because this is CNN. I like it when Democrats make our case for us. The Virginia federal prosecutor who resisted bringing mortgage fraud charges against New York Attorney General Letitia James sent investigative files with James's personally identifying information to her own private email account, according to email reviewed by CNN. So it's CNN that has actually made the review on our behalf. Here's another meme. Say the line, Letitia. This is a Simpsons meme. Say the line, Letitia, that she says it. No one is above the law. Okay, we're going to remember that. Here's Mike Davis posted. Prosecutor who resisted bringing charges against New York Letitia James was fired after allegations that she sent the case info to her personal email. So this goes into, this was not government weaponization that got that previous judge canned. This is all above board. This is Trump doing it above board. She's either guilty of mortgage fraud or she's not. And we've gone through all the documents that show she flat out is guilty of mortgage fraud. Now, that doesn't mean she'll be found that way in this court of law. Depends on who she gets as a judge, what the jury says, what all of them say. I believe she's dead to rights. She's done. We're going to find out if they have a justice system in Virginia, even though she pled not guilty. And of course, she's innocent until proven guilty, allegedly. But I believe she's going down. I believe Tish James could see an orange jumpsuit or at least steep fines. And should have, remember how they tried to remove Barr, Alina Habba, to be able to practice law in New York? I think they should do the same to Letitia James if she's guilty. What do you guys think? Does Letitia James get prosecuted on this one, or does she get away with it? Simple vote. You say yes, Letitia gets it, gets in trouble, or no, Letitia James goes free. I'm curious what you guys think. Tonight we have date night with Miss Tenaple and I. For those of you who are members at that level, you can join our membership down below. And thank you to all the members that help support this channel. And thank you, even if you, I know a lot of you can't afford the memberships. I totally don't want to, I'll never put an episode over there that you can't see here. The episodes over there are going to be private things, personal things about me. They're not going to be like secret episodes or anything like that. And of course, all of you who watch all three of these episodes, shout out to the Quad Club, because you guys are the ones that have given me the greatest job of my life, which is bringing you the news and the truth. No conspiracies, no weird stuff. I'm Doug in Exile.